letting go doesn't feel like leadership. It feels like risk. And you know the stakes because you've carried them. The first 10 hires, they all had your cell phone number. Hey, call me. I'm available for any questions that you have. The first few hundred invoices, well, they had your eyes on them. If at any time something slipped, you caught it. When the numbers were tight, you were the cushion. So when people tell you, hey, James, you should delegate more, it sounds simple in a room where there's no pressure. But at 9:47 p.m., it sounds reckless. When a client is upset and your ability to make payroll is in question. Here's the part most won't say out loud. You aren't holding on because you want to control people. You hold on because you're trying to protect what you've built. You've seen how a small miss becomes an expensive problem. You've seen how a careless decision turns into a lost customer. And you've felt the thin ice under a payroll cycle. That memory, it sits in your gut. It makes your hand hover over the work just in case. So you jump in. You rewrite the email before it goes out. You sit on the vendor call that you said your team could handle. And you clean up the proposal at midnight because it has to land. Everyone thanks you. And without meaning to, you actually teach the team one lesson you never wanted to teach them, that the standard lives with you. Hey, I'm James, and you're listening to the Leadership in 5 podcast. And today we're talking about why delegation can feel so dangerous for founders. When you're under pressure, your need for control looks like protection. It feels like the smart move to double check, to rework, to keep more decisions in your hands. But the reality is, all of that control that stays in your hands eventually slows everything down. Growth gets bottlenecked at your desk, your inbox, your calendar. So I want to share with you some vital lessons that I've seen in fast growth companies who are working through letting go and allowing others to step up. So here's where we're going to start. It's reckless to delegate without giving clear expectations. If people don't know what good looks like, you're just hoping they guess right, and hope isn't a system. Secondly, it's dangerous to delegate full ownership without guardrails. Freedom without boundaries doesn't create initiative, it creates anxiety or chaos, maybe both. And third, delegation without clarity and accountability isn't delegation. If you can't see progress, you'll end up hovering. Visibility and agreement about progress are what allows trust to become a sustainable outcome from the delegation. Now, when any of these three are missing, delegation feels unsafe. And when it feels unsafe, you pull decisions back into your hands. So here's my reflection for you today. What are you holding on to out of fear or doubt that someone else can do it well? What decisions still flow through you that could be safely owned elsewhere with the right standards in place? And finally, what's the cost of keeping that control another quarter? Like I said, letting go feels dangerous because you care deeply, but holding on too long will slow you down. And that's what we're thinking about today.